degrees. So go ahead and label arc AB as 60 degrees. And so we're going to find the distances, plural, from A to B. So we're going to be finding this distance and then all the way around. Okay, so we're going to be setting up a proportion where we have the arc in our numerator and we have the distance all the way around in our denominator. So arc in the numerator, the entire circle is going to be in the denominator. So how many degrees are in this arc? 60. How many degrees are in the circle? 360. So we've set up a proportion. We're going to have 60 over 360, which is about, or it is 1/6 of the circle. Now we don't know our arc length, so we're going to use a variable to represent our arc length, but we can figure out the distance all the way around the circle. How would we figure that out? What would we be finding? Circumference, good. What's our formula for circumference? 2 pi r. What's our other formula? Pi times diameter. Which one would we maybe want to use? I'm hearing a little bit of both. What information are we given here? Diameter. So which one would we want to use? Diameter. So I'm going to have pi times 15. How am I going to solve this proportion? Cross multiply. So you guys go ahead and work with your group, cross multiply, and figure out what the solution is to the arc length, and then we'll talk about it and figure out how to find the other arc length. Yes, ma'am.
I got 7.8.
Just inches, because there's a length on here. That's a great question. Okay, who would be willing to share with us what they got for x, the value of x? Luis Enrique?
Oh.
No, stop. What did you say?
7.854 inches.
Okay, what do y'all think? Agree, disagree, agree? Okay, do you notice that he said inches? Why didn't he say inches squared? Because they're not squared, true, but why not? It's an arc length, good. It's not a what? It's not an area. So because it's not an area, we're not going to have inches squared. Okay, if I want to find the distance in the other direction, what do you think I'm going to do? If I know the distance between two of the points, but I don't know all the way around the other way, what could I do? I hear trigonometry, I hear subtract. What would I subtract from? Okay, here subtract from 360. The circumference. That's awesome, let's give snaps for that idea. I would subtract from the circumference. What is the circumference? Pi times 15, right? Yes. So I have pi times 15 minus 7.854. Because I'm taking the circumference, I'm subtracting the minor arc, and that's going to give me the major arc length. So go ahead and do that calculation right now. Pi times 15 minus 7.854. 7,854,000.
Are we still in example 2?
We're still in example 2. Okay. Did y'all get it? What'd you get? 39.270, and what's the unit? Inches. If this was a distance that you were planning to travel, I know it's very small because we're talking inches, but let's just pretend. Which distance would you rather travel?
The first one.
The first one. So if you were planning out a trip to go somewhere else on the globe, even though I get it, this globe would be like this big, okay? But pretend you're tiny, like very tiny. You would choose to go this direction because it would be shorter, okay? Unless you were feeling super adventurous and wanted to see large parts of the world, and then you would want to take the longer route. So it really just depends on what your motivation is. Okay, so we have about 8 minutes left in class. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pass out your problems that I want you to complete. There are 4 having to do with vocabulary and 2 having to do with finding the arc length. Your homework assignment is going to be the back side of your homework assignment from yesterday. So if you finish these problems right now, before class is over, you can go ahead and start working on that. No, you can't work in groups on this, but thank you for your question. Notice you have a word bank on the right-hand side of your paper.